Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club Sunday evening stream. And we are here for round 7 of the Red Bull Junior X Season 2. Round 7 already. This is going to be at Blue Moon Bay Speedway, infield A, which is a 2.08 miles track with 10 corners. We'll be having three sprint races today, and they'll be taking part in game time of day, 8:30 in the morning, 10:30 in the morning, and 5 o'clock in the afternoon. They're practicing at the moment, and if you've just come across this, you're probably saying, what is the Red Bull Junior X? The RBJX, or Red Bull Junior X, is a one-make series racing 3 15-minute time sprint races over 10 rounds. A success ballast will be in use, with the top 3 in each race carrying extra weight into the next race. The point system will be only for finishing positions, but will be an average over the 3 races in a round. So consistency will be key for best points. And all entrants will be using the Red Bull X 2014 Junior. So yes, that's the shakedown on this season. These Red Bull Juniors have a max power of 246 brake horsepower, and the weight is 550 kilograms, so they weigh next to nothing. They're quite nippy little beasts. We've had quite a cracking season so far, and I'll explain the success ballast. So in each race, first place will have to carry 110% weight, which equals 605 kilograms. Second place will have to carry 107% weight, which is 588 kilograms. And third place will have to carry a 104% weight, which is 572 kilograms. But they only have to carry it for the next race. If they're not on the podium, they go back down to 100%. Right, people carrying weight into this round, because they won the last race at Catalonia last time out. Talleyrand is on 110% for this first qualifier and race. Binko will be on 107%, and Rido on 104%, because Rido got himself on the podium. Crack. So qualifying will be taking place at 8 o'clock in 10 minutes. God, I'm whizzing through this. I'll have now left to say to you all. So qualifying starts at 8. And the sound's gone back into my ear hole for some reason. Give me 1 sec. I'll sort that bad boy out. I don't know if you can see it with that. Why has it done that again? I've put it as TV. So, where was I? Race day format, 8 o'clock, 10-minute qualifying session, which goes straight on to the 3 races. Race 1 will be the grid based on qualifying's fastest first. Race 2 is the grid based on race 1 results. And race 3 is the grid based on race 2 results reversed. And like I said, it's round 7, Blue Moon Bay Speedway. So, howdy y'all. I think it's an American one. Flashman with us tonight. Awesome stuff. Good to see him out there in the chat. Skyjack saying, hey ho, how you dude? I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm buzzing for this. I love a little half oval. And these cars going down that straight, I'm expecting great things. Even though the infield might be a little shaky for them. We will have to wait and see. I think I've covered all the bases on that one. I'll take you to our championship table so far. Oh, I think Binko can't make this evening, unfortunately. So that'll be his drop. I don't know how many they're dropping scores this season. I don't know if it's 1 round or 2. I think the rules changed to 1 round, so it may only be 1 round dropped. But Talleyrand is our championship leader at the moment, and as I said earlier, the points are divided over the 3 races each round, so we've got some decimal points to it. Ironically, I did it cut down to being up in the hundreds or 200s, and now it's 4 digits each the time. So what I wanted to save myself, I've gained. But anyway, Talleyrand is at the top of the championship on 82.67 points. Then Binko in second is on 81.67 points. Then Shuren is third with 76.33 points. Fourth is Skyjacker on 73 points. Racer Brown down in fifth on 68 points, but don't forget he's already dropped a round, so he's the sniper in amongst the top lot at the moment. Electric is sixth on 45.67 points. Then we have Rido in seventh on 42.67 points. Eighth is Flashman on 37.33 points. Ninth is Uncle B. Darren on 35.33 points. Anton Poika 10th on 27.33 points. 11th is G Handicap on 25.33 points. Thingamajig is 12th on 24 points. Turtle 424 Racing is in 13th on 15.67 points, and then in 14th is Philite Jet on 14.67 points. All the tables, if you want to look for yourself, because that must have sounded like I was talking in math, are on our website, all up to date. So if you want to look at the tables yourself and any other information about our racing, it's www.virtualracersclub.co.uk. Please visit. It's a lot of effort's gone into that one. Wow, the chat's come alive. Racer Brown saying hello, how are we? Oh, we are fine. Skyjack saying I think full oval would have been mighty. It's fun around here despite infield section. And Skyjack saying you put 2 drop rounds in R&Rs, mate. Okay, yeah, 2 drops. I know that the actual VRC rules changed after this started. I didn't know if I was being held to the rules in the Red Bull Junior R&Rs or if it was the main rules, but I never asked, so I never knew. I was waiting until we got to the end of the season and seeing what worked out best. And then Racer Brown saying the snipper, lol. The sniper, yes. The sniper is Racer Brown. He's hiding that drop score. The other guys have just got to try and keep on scoring high because they don't know where they'll be after their lowest score. 2 scores are dropped. 2. We're dropping 2. Okay, let's have a look through the field then, because they are beautiful cars, and we've still got a good 5 minutes. Look at me. This is what happens when I don't host. Oh yeah, Skyjack is hosting for me this evening, just because it makes the stream a lot smoother. I think. I don't know if we discussed it. We didn't. So Uncle B. Darren, so far, he seems to have the fastest lap. No, Racer Brown's got the fastest lap, but he must be in the pits. But Uncle B. Darren doing very well in the practices, in his privateer Red Bull Junior. Shuren in the Atari Junior, doing a beautiful job this season so far, and he's keeping those leaders a little bit clammy, chasing them. And he's just gone and done the fastest lap, it says. Not his fastest lap, still not beaten Racer Brown, who's done a 105.5. It's a short lap, so we're 15 minutes frantic of racing around here. Rido, our 3rd place from the last race out there, looking mighty fine in his Relentless Junior. Flashman in the Williams Junior. Missed a couple of rounds, but he's here for the fun and the drift. But looking great in that Williams replica. Electric in the Underground Busters Junior. Heading around, just doing a nice lap time there, a 106.8. Turtle Racing, the Flying Dutchman, is out there chasing his times. Talleyrand, our championship leader, also beating down the tarmac and going very wide there. Shall we get on board to see what the track's like as he comes around the final part into a very tight hairpin there? And keeping in 2nd, flooring it up to 3rd. Lift down to 2nd for the left-hander, and then it's the final corner of the infield coming up. It's a gentle lift, I think. He's up to 4th. Not even a lift. Not even a lift there. Straight up into 5th gear as he hits the straight. And I think we'll see a few of them trying to tow each other down here. Is there a 6th gear? There is. There is a 6th gear in the Junior. Why wouldn't there be? He's reaching speeds of about 150 miles an hour, 51, 52 at the end of the straight, down to 5th, down to 4th. It's a long left. And then another short straight before we hit another left. It's quite fast. He didn't lift, stayed in 5th all the way around there, down into 3rd. This is where we saw he have a little off last time around, but he survived it this time. And going under the bridge to the tight right-hander, down into 3rd gear. That is a lap of Blue Moon Bay Speedway. Y'all. Yeah, goes round, tight left, and then flooring it again to reach the start straight and back onto the oval. And that Skyjacker is asking if we're ready, eager to go. He is the host. He's the best one out of all of them. I don't want to like pick out my favourite hosts, but that Skyjacker's doing it for me. I'm saying he's the best. I've put my tag up there, said I'm ready to go for 10 minutes of qualifying around here. We haven't seen Skyjacker on track or Racer Brown. Rido's gone in for a quick rest. It's all done on racing soft tyres. Who will be the fastest after qualifying? How will they qualify? Will they get tow buddies? Will they try and bump draft? A couple of them try and help each other out, or will they all try and spread themselves out? It's a short lap, a very short lap, just a hair's whisker over. Nat's whisker, sorry, is just over 2 miles around here at Blue Moon. It is Blue Moon. It's because there's a song called Blue Moon. I always think I might just get myself at it. Yeah, Blue Moon Bay Speedway, Blue Moon. I say Blue Moon, I just want to sing it. Skyjack says League R&Rs take priority over general ones. Cool. Good to know. And Skyjack saying, you know it. He's the host with the most. That's what he's saying. And Shiren is saying hi in the chat. So now they're making their way out on to the oval. I'm still in the pits waiting. Are they going to find space? Are they going to? I mean, those guys waiting, they'll be doing out laps when the other guys are doing fast laps. They probably would have been best. And Shiren's going a little too fast already, and he's got himself. But it's the out lap. But they've all got to spread themselves out. Electric very close up behind. Rido then. It's going to be a tough lap to start. And there comes Uncle. He's not the first person on the track though. They haven't sorted themselves out yet into a first person's. I don't know who's first. Someone's just coming around. They have now, Skyjacker. So Skyjacker, first to finish his out lap, first to start his flying lap. Seeing low 1 minute as 1:05, I think we saw in practice. And the top lot seem to have spaced themselves out quite nicely as Racer Brown starts his flying lap. Talleyrand also crossing the line. Shiren not too far behind, but Rido's kept up with him. And there we see a Skyjacker now well into the infield. It's holding the apex quite nicely there, keeping the car within the lines. It's beautiful stuff to see his Monster Junior, matte black and green. Tremendous looking around the hairpin. Beautiful stuff here. Around the left-hander, very tight, just closes in at the end there. That is virtually a lap. He's going to floor it around here in 4th. Stays away from the wall. Bang, into 5th. And his time will be the first one we all get to see. And what the other guys are racing against. So Skyjacker crossing the line with a 105.9. Racer Brown coming to the line now, and he manages better, a 105.8. Shiren next up, a 105.4. So Shiren faster than all of them. Electric and next to cross the line. And what can he manage out there? A 110. He must have made a mistake. Talleyrand next. He was in fourth. He doesn't do very good. Rideau, though. Rideau's put in a 117. Flashman's done a 109.068. So, a Flashman fourth. Electric fifth. Rideau in sixth. And someone else has popped in. Uncle B. Darren's popped it in there fourth with a 106.7. Turtle in fifth with a 107.3. Varied times. We've got to get them warmed up. The tyres all warmed up and ready to go. But our championship leader is the slowest man out there at the moment. Whilst Shoren, the Russian sensation, coming back from a dramatic third race at Catalunya. Emotions up, emotions down all over the town. He's come back showing that he's stronger. Great stuff from Shoren. Racer Brown edges a little closer though. 900ths off of Shoren's time. Racer Brown manages. Skyjacker doesn't go any quicker and he's hanging the back end of that Monster Junior out. Uncle B. Darren, a solid time from him, a 106.7. 8/10 shy of Skyjacker. Talleyrand has posted the time. It's only good for 7th though. And it looks like Flashman in 5th has posted a faster time. Turtle hasn't, sorry. So Talleyrand is 8th fastest, but Rideau must have just popped one in after him, a 108.0. Don't forget Talleyrand is carrying that 110% weight. Rideau's carrying the weight as well. And Binko is unable to get here to race. So these two, their times are really hurting from that weight. They'll have to hope for something in this race to give them the opportunity. But Shoren at the moment flying high as he crosses the line again. He's dropped back behind. And Racer Brown's nicked one in there, a 105.1. Can he go sub 105? Can he get into the 104s? We have got 5 minutes left of qualifying to find out. And at the moment, Racer Brown is showing them all how to set a time at Blue Moon Bay Speedway. Infield A. Some other times are coming in. Talleyrand gone 7th fastest, just ahead of Turtle. And Rideau gone a little faster than Talleyrand again, a 107.1. Ooh, he's hit the wall there though. Talleyrand a 107.2. Electric has gone faster, but is still in 9th with a 109.8. 2.5 seconds. He must be getting a corner wrong out there somewhere. We can watch for a little while. He's floored it all the way through that final bit. 5th gear. Everything looking good for Electric at the moment. He's 1.2 seconds up, but he's got it in. He's got it there. So everything looking good so far. He's 1.5 seconds up on his own time. He needs to find 2.5 seconds. And Skyjacker setting another time, going 3rd fastest. That looks not too shabby from Electric. This lap looking a bit tidier to attack higher up in that order. 1.3 seconds up. Talleyrand has gone faster again. He must have gone 4th fastest, 106.3. As we watch Electric come over, he's going to go a little faster, but I don't think it's going to be fast enough to get ahead of Turtle. As he crosses the line, a 108.1, 8/10 of he's got to find to get Turtle. Turtle is getting greens as he goes around. He's coming around to finish his lap. What can he do as he crosses? 105.06. Ooh, that's not bad. He's gone ahead of Rideau. 106.8 from Turtle. So Turtle finding a little time out there. Rideau now has dropped into 8th place. He's a second ahead of Electric. So Electric's got to find a second now. But Racer Brown is the man on top with a 105.137. 3 and a bit tenths behind him is Shoren. He's getting purples again, is Racer Brown. Shoren back there. Talleyrand's gone faster again, but stayed in 4th place. Rideau's gone faster. Shoren's carrying a bit of damage there, so I don't think this is the lap for him. Skyjacker, can he find anything more in that Monster Junior? He needs to find about 4/10, nearly 5/10. And Uncle B, Darren, set another time of 106.5, 2 and a bit tenths behind Talleyrand. with Talaran doing a 106.2. Flashman in the middle of the pack there with a 106.8 ahead of Turtle Racing, but Turtle Racing very close to Flashman, just hundredths off of Flashman's time. If he can find some extra time out there, he'll find himself ahead of Flashman, but it's not this one, it's not this lap. Looks like Racer Brown trying to use him for a tow as a Turtle pulls right over for him. We've still got 2 minutes left of qualifying, so they can all get this lap and the next lap done. Rido, a 106.9, his last time around. He's a 10th off of the Dutchman, and he's at 1.2 seconds ahead of Electric. Electric's just not finding that time so far here at Blue Moon. He's finding 10ths, but he needs seconds. So, Racer Brown, a 104.9. I asked the question, and Flashman's gone faster again. He's gone up to 5th. Flashman moving ahead of Uncle B Darren with a 106.4, but no, Uncle B Darren just puts in another time, a 106.4, and he's 600ths ahead of Flashman. What a battle they're having at the back there. And Electric does go faster, but still a second shy of Rido's time. And Racer Brown, we asked the question if he could get it under the 105s, and he answers us with a 104.948. And that is a superb time there from Mr. Brown. Shiren, his closest competitor this qualifying session. Can he find a little bit more out of that? Atari Jr., not this lap, and this is going to be his last chance. Skyjacker coming across the line. Looks like he could be getting a bit of a tow from Talaran there. Well, oh no, he's doing a 22 something. He's lining it up for the next lap. And Talaran's, he's got those mid-sixes. Oh, Rido's set a time. He's got himself ahead of Turtle with a 106.7. 400ths ahead of Turtle. Turtle still making his way around. We saw he got out of Racer Brown's way. I don't know if that impeded this lap. It doesn't look like it. We're down to 13 seconds left of qualifying, and then we're straight into race 1. And this is going to be some interesting racing out there at this short track. Will there be enough room? That's one wonders. And Electric still trying to find a bit of time out there as a Turtle comes across the line. Can he find it? He just needs to find half a tenth. Half a tenth is all he needs to get ahead of Rido. And does he have it? Crosses the line. Oh, not this one, and that's him done. So he is in 8th place. Electric coming around the infield. He's not going to be the next to cross the line, though. That is this man, Talaran's. As I think Skyjacker, Racer Brown, Shiren already have. There you go. Talaran doesn't go any faster, so Racer Brown's done in pole. Shiren's in 2nd. Skyjacker still moving. Skyjacker possibly. Is there something on for him? No, I've just looked up at his time. So no, nothing on this lap for him. But Uncle B Darren goes faster on his last run, a 106.0, and puts himself ahead of Talaran. So Uncle B Darren, right at the dead of qualifying, gets himself a position ahead of Talaran with Flashman in 6th, Rido in 7th, Turtle in 8th, and Electric in 9th. Whoo-wee, Tiger. This is going to be an interesting race. And we see them lined up there on the oval. Racer Brown on pole. Shiren very close behind. Get rid of the big numbers. It's about as good a view as we're going to get of half the field as we wait for the lights here at Blue Moon Bay Speedway. Let's go racing! And they're off. And Racer Brown seems to make a very good start there. Shiren's dipping in behind him. And Skyjacker up into, well, he was 3rd. Uncle B Darren still in 4th. Flashman getting ahead of Talaran. It looks like Talaran's struggling with that weight down there with his start. Lost a couple of positions. Rido flying off of the line, already up into 5th place. Talaran now in 6th with Flashman in 7th. Electric moving up ahead of Turtle Racing. So they're all closely matched down in the mid-pack as Uncle B Darren is catching up Skyjacker as well. Racer Brown pulling away from Shiren. He's 6/10 ahead. At the moment, he's just adjusted that to 9/10, up to a second. So Shiren must have had a bit of a wiggle on. He has, because Skyjacker is looking right behind him and coming on to the straight. Skyjacker looking to grab a lovely toe Is it going to be long enough? Can they do anything? We will see. Excuse me. And now he's got the slipstream. What can he do with it? We're about halfway up the straight. We've crossed the line. He's gone for the move. He's having a look up the inside as they come to this corner, braking down to 4th gear. And Skyjacker is through. What a move from Skyjacker. Held by the toe. And he's up. Now Shiren's got to try and stay close to Skyjacker through this lap to try and return the favour. But there's a few corners from now till then. And he might just lose out a little bit. He's keeping up with him though. Uncle B Darren still in that 4th. Rido in 5th. With Talaran now back up into 6th place. We've lost Flashman. Oh, poor Flashman down. We can look, but I doubt we'll see anything. Let's have a look. Well, he's down to 8th at the moment. Racing Turtle. But you see Turtle going through. Not bad. And oh, Flashman out wide. Down into last place for Flashman. Bit rusty. So Racer Brown at the moment extending that lead to 1.4 seconds with Skyjacker in 2nd place. We saw that, sorry. I was just getting excited, but we saw Skyjacker. Did we see Skyjacker? Yeah, he towed Shiren. We're going to see if Shiren can return the favour. 4 tenths behind. Possibly he can. He's got the slipstream at the moment. And Skyjacker pulling down low to protect his corner. And what can... Oh, he's got a wiggle on. He's got a wiggle on. He had a wiggle on, did Skyjacker, trying to defend his spot. He's changed of direction mid-corner, really put his junior unstable. And Shiren said, yes, thank you. Back up to 2nd, chasing Racer Brown down. But no, Shiren's now got the wiggle on. And these cars can be quite unstable when they're changing direction. And Uncle B Darren looks like he's losing time to Rido doing a 106.8. His last time around, and Uncle B Darren doing a 108.0. So Rido on a charge. He's got that weight on, remember. And he's pushing on to try and catch up Uncle B Darren up there in 4th place. Looking for a podium, I guess. Imagine. Rido the first, carrying the extra weight out there. So on that straight, he needs to be within 8 tenths of Uncle B Darren, or he just loses out. Talaran 2.6 seconds behind him, but the faster, lighter Electric trying to make a move on Talaran for 6th place. Can he make it stick? He's up there, and he does. He's up ahead of Talaran. Talaran, though, coming back at the Electric, and he is. He's already up ahead of him. So Electric and Talaran having an absolutely humdinger of a race out there. And there goes Electric again for that inside line up alongside each other. And Electric is back into 6th place, but we're back into the hairpin. And what can Electric do? It brakes earlier than Talaran. Talaran dares on the late brakes, and now Turtle's joined them. Turtle has joined them in this battle for 6th, 7th and 8th place. And we are going to get a spectacular race with Talaran doing the defending at the moment. Skyjacker has lost that. We saw him lose the place to Shiren, but Shiren's in 2nd. Racer Brown in 1st. Uncle B Darren still 4th. Rido in 5th. Talaran has edged away from Electric now. Electric had a bit of a wobble on. And Turtle is only 8 tenths behind him. He's in that sweet spot for the toe. What can Turtle do? He did a 106.8 his last time around. A 108.6 that time though. Electric doing a 109.1. So it's very, very muddled times down in the back there. Racer Brown, no muddle in his times. 105s all the way, very consistent. Shiren nearly 3.1 seconds behind Racer Brown now, only just getting into the 105s. Uncle B Darren, oh my God, Skyjacker has had a spin. He's waiting for the crowd to go by. Let's see how that happens. So Skyjacker chasing Shiren, furiously wanting that 2nd spot to throw his hat in this championship. He just touched the grass on the entry there to the tight corner. And there you see he's waiting for the pack to go through. Oh, he's still waiting. I don't know if he's broken or not. It's broken. Oh, he's out. So see, it's the host. It's hosting duties. But Racer Brown, 3.4 seconds now ahead of Shiren. Uncle B Darren promoted to a podium after Skyjacker lost the back end of his Monster Junior, spun out of control and exploded. He's alright though, I hear. He's not even going to the medical room. He said, bother. Damn and bloom it. A few flames. Oh, Uncle B. Darren hanging it out, giving Rido the opportunity. Rido's there, and Rido's up. Rido's up into his second podium for this championship. Rido, unbelievable, coming into form in the second part of the championship. Uncle B. Darren, a small mistake led to Rido finding his way up into a podium position. Talleyrand now in 5th place with Electric in 6th, ahead of Turtle Racing, who's in 7th, and he's nearly 3 seconds ahead of Flashman. Flashman at 107.1 last time around. Turtle did a 109.2. So Flashman definitely catching Turtle at this point. Electric doing a 108.5. Talleyrand doing a 107.1. Uncle B. Darren a 106.5. But it's going to tell a different story on this lap. As we saw, he had that big one. And Rido found his way up into a podium position. We've got 8 minutes left of racing. And Rido, can he protect that podium? Has he got enough on board? He's got some weight, which isn't going to help down the straight. Uncle B. Darren should be upon him anytime as soon when they're on the straights. Racer Brown now extending that lead to a 4.768. Unbelievable stuff, a 105.2. He really does like these juniors, even with the weight on or weight off. He's weightless at the moment, but he will be putting 110% on after this race, because this win looks like a dead cert for Racer Brown, even with 7.5 minutes left of racing. Sharon, a fine second place. He didn't have the pace on Racer Brown today, but remember, Racer Brown will be carrying a bit more weight than him in the next race. You never know, that might be just what he needs. He can get in the 5s, just can't go in those mid-5s like Racer Brown has been doing. Rido, he's less than a second ahead of Uncle B. Darren. We should get on board with Uncle B as we chase them down. These guys are 4 seconds ahead of Talleyrand in 5th. Then we got Electric in 6th, Turtle Racing in 7th, Flashman in 8th place, Skyjacker DNF. And Uncle B. Darren trying to slowly chip away at the distance between him and Rido. Rido's extended a little bit to 1.3 seconds. Uncle B. Darren sliding the Red Bull through the corner. He's got all the grip in the world. Beautiful driving as they come down to a very tight right-hander. And Rido still looks like he's extending again, 1.6. He's pulling away from Uncle B. Darren, but he's got that weight. So as soon as they're on the final straight, the oval part of the track, then you will see Uncle B. Darren half that time, or should do anyway. Racer Brown still leading from Sharon, with Rido, who we're looking at from Uncle B. Darren's car, in 3rd. And Uncle B. Darren in 4th, with Talleyrand in 5th. 3.5 seconds. Talleyrand slowly catching these guys. So Uncle B. Darren, he wants to be catching up Rido soon, or he's going to have Talleyrand. We've got just under 6 minutes left of racing. Electric in 6th, Turtle in 7th, and Flashman in 8th place. At the moment, it's a stalemate between Rido and Uncle B. Darren. Uncle B. Darren's got to push. Come on. You can do this. He's carrying weight, but Rido doing an absolute sterling job at the moment out there. I do believe he's being tuitioned of late. Oh, no. Rido's dropped the car. Rido. I said too many good things about you all on one lap, and he has dropped that car. And Uncle B. Darren back up into a podium position with Talleyrand in 4th now. Electric managing to grab in 5th, but he's got Turtle Racing keeping him honest all the way. Turtle Racing having a good stint at the moment, 106ers, with Electric down in the 7. So Turtle Racing on it at the moment, trying to fight with Electric to get by. Then you got Rido, poor Rido. He was having an absolutely sublime race. He was having an absolute corker, and now he's only 2 seconds ahead of last place Flashman. Oh my word, drama. Racer Brown though still up there, still getting purples at every sector. He is the machine. He's there. He's got to get as many good points as well, because now he's dropped a round. It's going to be hard to judge where he stands with the rest of the pack. Sharon 7 seconds adrift, but 10 seconds ahead of Uncle B. Darren. This is an easy second place for Sharon today. But how will he bode? It looks like the weight doesn't help around here. And Turtle, what's gone on? Something's moved. No, Turtle and Electric still where they were. I thought something looked like it shifted, but it had not. That's the closest battle we've got on track, and Rido's catching these guys up as well. We know Rido's pace is very good today, so Rido might just get himself Turtle and Electric before the end of the race. We've still got just under 4 minutes left of racing. Skyjacker said Daddy Long Legs in it. Mrs. went mental. So yes, Skyjacker had a Daddy Long Legs in the cockpit and had to extinguish that bad boy. So Racer Brown though is giving us a masterclass around Blue Moon Bay Speedway today with his BMW Junior, and it's been an absolute delight to see him lay it down. Shiren chased him all the way, just couldn't find that pace that Racer Brown is enjoying. Uncle B Darren in a solid third place. He looked like he'd lost it to Rido at one point, but Rido also having a moment, giving Uncle B Darren that third spot back again. Talleyrand carrying all the weight from the last round. He's doing an absolute corking job up there in fourth, 3.6 seconds ahead of Electric. Electric and Turtle were having a close bash, but it looks like Electric has managed to pull his socks up and he's getting himself away, but he's had a bit of an off there. He's on again, it's all right. And Turtle chasing down. He had a bad lap last one, 110. So Turtle pushing possibly too hard, trying to get Electric. And there is Rido back in the sixes. See, Rido solid. He's still got a couple of laps left of this race before that timer runs out. He could well catch up Turtle Racing, and we could be given a bit of a finale there from Rido. A 108 though that lap. Flashman a 107, a 107.8, 2.6 seconds behind. He's not too far behind. He's ready to clean up any tears that may happen between now and then. Electric 1.6 seconds ahead of Turtle. Turtle 1.9 seconds ahead of Rido. And these guys could all easily catch each other up with only one mistake. So Racer Brown though leading the way as we go under the 2 minute mark. Racer Brown crossing the line to start lap 13 here at a Blue Moon Bay Speedway for round 7 of season 2 of the Red Bull Junior X Championship. What a corker it is. And Shiren, the top 3, claimed their places early doors and they cracked on. Uncle B Darren 4.8 seconds ahead of Talleyrand. Talleyrand carrying that weight today. He's done a fine job. He got it 106.5 out of that Red Bull. But it looks like the success ballast is a real hindrance for the guys here. That'll be interesting in the next race with Racer Brown, Shiren and Uncle B Darren having to carry the weight. Electric in 5th spot. He's only a second ahead of Turtle. We're down to the last minute of racing. Oh no, Electric's off. Electric's had a big one. Electric's had a big one on the final lap, and that gives Turtle 5th. Where does Rido come through? Rido gets the position as well. For Electric, can he get moving before Flashman comes? Flashman sees the yellow flags. Electric still not moving yet, and oh, poor Electric down into the final slot with Racer Brown rushing around the next lap there. And yeah, we've got 30 seconds of racing. Still plenty of time to go. There I was getting excited that this was the final lap. This one's the final lap, I believe. Possibly. And there is Uncle B Darren, 20 seconds left on the clock. He crosses the line. Talleyrand with 15 seconds, 14 seconds, crosses the line. Turtle up into 5th now. Cracking stuff from the Dutchman with 8 seconds to go. Starts his final lap. Rido goes on to the final lap also. And it looks like Flashman is going to be our first finisher in P7. With Electric coming home. Oh, poor Electric from 5th to 8th. That is unfortunate for Electric, but these cars do bite, and they bite bad. So a Racer Brown then comes around to take the win of round 7. He had a break last week. Had to go off to his personal trainer to get his headspace right, and he'd come back with it in place. There is Shiren, 4th, 2nd spot. Congratulations, well done. And Uncle B Darren bringing her home, I think for the 2nd time this season, for another podium. Take a boo, my son. Well done, Uncle B Darren. in third. Talleyrand bringing that weighty car home in fourth spot. Rido, oh, what could have been? That podium could have been his. One small mistake, and other than that, he hasn't put a foot wrong in this race. So, next race, Rido finishes in fifth with Turtle grabbing sixth. Oh, so Rido got ahead of Turtle that last lap. Well done, Rido. And there he is, our man Brown, swinging his trophy. Put your Red Bull in your shoe and drink it. And that, let me get to business. Save a replay, because, you know, I've got to look at them later. And then it'll take you to the race results. And here they are. Racer Brown, another win to add to his trophy collection. Shiren, another podium. The man has to have had the most podiums of recent years in the VRC. Shiren, he loves a podium. Uncle B Darren, his second podium this season. He's getting the taste for it. And he is starting to look like a threat. Talleyrand carrying that weight fourth. It looks like the best he could do today. But he sheds that weight now for the next race, with Racer Brown having to go up to 110%, Shiren on 107% weight, and Uncle B Darren moving up to 104% weight. So Talleyrand can lose that weight for this race too, and he's in a perfect spot, sitting behind the weighty boys, to make an effort for another win. Rido, oh, Rido, what a race he had. He's up to third. Made a great move on Uncle B Darren when he had a little wobble on. But then himself lost the back end, dropped virtually to the back of the field, and he's made his way through. Electric had an off, and he got past Turtle on the final lap. So well done, Rido, fifth place. Turtle in sixth. I'll imagine he'll take that. With Flashman in seventh, ahead of Electric there. Electric having a cracking race for a while there in fifth place, and just dropped it on the final lap. He relaxed a lap too early. With Electric, you've got to stay on it the whole way to the checkered flag. But Electric just losing out right on that final lap and dropping to eighth. And Skyjacker with domestic issues. His wife was beating him, I think. So Racer Brown gets the fastest lap with a 105.090 on lap 7. Cracking stuff there. Wow, and I'm rather hot. Rather hot under the collar, old chap. Oh no, I've already taken my hoodie off, so I'm running out of layers. I don't want to do this topless. T-O-P-L-E-S-S. So, cracking little race there. I don't know if there's anyone on track. There is someone going around we could have a quick look at. Let's have a look. It's a Racer Brown. Trying out that weight, I imagine. Seeing what it feels like. On 110%. We saw he got just under a 104. Oh no, I think he's being told that he's got about 110% on. So I don't know if he has done yet. Well, Shiren then will go to. Shiren trying his one out. And I don't know, Skyjacker hasn't given us a time yet. But it's usually 10 minutes from when they finish. So I think 2040 will be the next race. And I will give you guys a break as they sort out their weights. I think Skyjacker's still trying to catch that daddy long legs, it looks like, because it's usually Skyjacker that does all that messaging, but it's Talleyrand today. We've got like 3 admins in a championship. It doesn't happen that often nowadays. They spread themselves around all the championships, but I'm honoured that we've got 3 of them racing in this one. Okay, I'll be back in less than 5 minutes or so. back. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that. I just wanted to go and check. Oh, I didn't see the time. Sorry. So yeah, we're back. We're ready for race 2. It looks like them guys are waiting. He's already started the final. I missed that. Dopey. So yeah, a longer break than usual. Look at me. Taking liberties. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe and ring my bell and all of the other stuff that people want you to do on YouTube. We really do like it. I get really excited when I see those thumbs ups. It's what I base my life on. Remember, I don't get to win a car after this when I go back into the menu. It doesn't suddenly give me a car like those guys out there. Racer Brown then carrying that 110%, Shiren on 107%, Uncle B Darren on 104%. We're starting race 2 of round 7, and there they go. And it looks like not a great start for Uncle B Darren. Rido having a look up the inside, whilst Racer Brown still leads them from Shiren. Talaran now up to 3rd, Rido up into 4th. Uncle B Darren's dropped down to 5th. Turtle Racing, no, his Turtle Racer's dropped down as well. Flashman's moved up to 6th. And Turtle Racer's dropped down to 8th. Oh my lord, it's not going well for Turtle Racing. But Racer Brown at the moment still holding that lead from Shiren. But Shiren's on a lighter car and he's pushing like mad. Shiren wants a piece of that win. And they're trying to pull away on Rido. He's moved up into 3rd place, but he's off the track. And can Talaran get through? Talaran does. Talaran gets through up into 3rd place, and Rido there 4th. Be careful, my friend. Electric is in 5th, but Skyjack has just gone up the inside of him at the hairpin. And can he keep it? It looks like he does, but there's Electric coming back at Skyjacker, but he says, no way, son. You stay back there. And Uncle B Darren carrying that weight. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. I think we've seen before. The weight does not rest easy on Uncle B Darren's shoulders. And then Turtle Racing down into 8th, but he's got himself ahead of Flashman. Flashman also having an issue on that first lap. But Racer Brown's trying to break the toe from Shiren. Shiren on the lighter car. He really wants a piece of that action. He can see the championship is running away from him. And he needs to get some good points ahead of a Racer Brown. And Talaran's very close. Remember, Talaran's carrying no weight whatsoever, so Talaran will be up for a win if he can just not get held up by Shiren, as Shiren is dropping away from Racer Brown now. It's 8 tenths and 6 tenths back to Talaran, so Shiren in an absolute junior sandwich, and Skyjacker not too far behind him as they make their way round for this second lap. Then we got Rido in 5th, Electric in 6th, just ahead of Uncle B Darren. So Uncle B Darren's found a bit of pace in the infield, and now he's closing in on Electric with Flashman. Turtle's down to the last place. Turtle must have had an issue there and let Flashman move up into 8th place, and Racer Brown still trying to shake a pesky Rusky off of his tail, and he just cannot do it. He cannot do it. The Russian is sticking with him. A lighter car load, and he wishes to make a win as a Racer Brown trying to break the toe. And Talaran there. Oh, Talaran's getting towed by Sky. Sky's going for the outside line. Talaran closes the door on him, and Talaran maintains that 3rd place, but Sky's now looking up the inside. No, he's back into the tow zone of Talaran. Oh my lordy, and there, oh, it looked like Shiren was making a move on Racer Brown. It's all very tight for the top 4. Racer Brown carrying that 110%. We've seen it is quite a deficit around here at Blue Moon Bay Speedway. It's a short track, and Skyjacker's having a look of the inside of Talaran, but they stay out of each other's way. Cracking racing there from them boys. Rido 1.5 seconds behind that battle, all on his own, with Electric having his own little battle with Uncle B Darren. And then we've got Flashman and Turtle Racing at the back of the field, but so far Racer Brown has maintained that lead ahead of Shiren. Shiren now dropping back into Talaran territory. Talaran carrying no weight in this race, and he's getting a tow. He's looking to try and get past the Russian. The Russian trying to close the door, and my word, it's going to be tight when they get to that first corner. That tow is beautiful from Talaran. He's really slipstreaming him now. He's gone for the outside line again. Is he going to try and cut underneath? But Shiren's trying to keep that door closed, but Shiren's got out wide now, and it's 3 wide. Oh my word! Skyjacker's whipped in there. He tried to get a little side swipe in, well, not side swipe, but he tried to get up the inside of Talleyrand. It looked like a small bit of contact made there, and Talleyrand has ended up behind Shiren, and Skyjacker's nipped it up into second place. I don't know if we can get a replay of that, but it looked beautiful. Oh no, it's already at the end. So, but what a cracking little move there from Skyjacker. But oh, in the replay we've missed him, losing it to Shiren, and he's lost the car again. Oh my word, and he's got in Rido's way. Talleyrand's able to get through, and Electric's trying to get out of the way as well, and oh my lordy. So Rido up into fourth, but Electric's closed right up on him as he tangled up with the spinning Skyjacker. Uncle B Darren dropped down into a 7th spot there, but he can see the fight ahead of him. Flashman in 8th with Turtle Racing in 9th. This race is absolutely corking. Racer Brown managing to pull away from Shiren. It's unbelievable. And now he's got a 1.4 second lead, even with all that weight. Shiren did a 107.9 with Talleyrand with no weight on whatsoever. They all got mixed up in that battle with Skyjacker, and it slowed them down, and now they've got a mountain to climb, and oh no, Shiren got a tank slapper on, and Talleyrand goes oozing on by. Whoosh, there you go, super stuff from Talleyrand, just patience. And he's got through up into second place, but can he close that gap? It's 2 seconds now to Racer Brown. Racer Brown from doing mid 105s, he's into the 106.5s. It's going a little bit faster, but not much. We saw Talleyrand getting purples. Can Talleyrand really drag some speed out of this? A weightless, non-success ballast Red Bull Junior. He had to carry the extra 10% weight in that first race. He was doing 106s in that. He hasn't actually got into the 5s yet. 107.1 that lap around, but he had to move out of Shiren's way. When Shiren had his moment, Shiren didn't drop too far though, in 3rd, only 1.8 seconds behind Talleyrand. Then we've got Electric up into 4th, and Skyjacker having a battle with Uncle B Darren. Skyjacker trying to make his way back up through the field. Rido also dropping down into 7th place. He's only a 1.5 seconds ahead of Flashman, who's in a battle with Turtle at the moment. These two having a corker, and oh, there's a yellow flag somewhere. It's Skyjacker pushing that junior to its very edge, and he will be fuming in there. Flashman just catching him up and moving by to take 7th spot from Skyjacker. Skyjacker driving quite frantically tonight. He's pushing hard. He probably feels there could be a win involved in this track. But Racer Brown, 1.2 seconds for Talleyrand, has pulled 8 tenths in on that lap. Racer Brown a 105.2 that last time around. Oh my word. Where did he find that lap time? Is it right? No, a 106.3, sorry. A 105.2 was Skyjacker's fastest. That's an awesome lap from Skyjacker. But Racer Brown, a 106.3. Talleyrand managing a 105.8. So Talleyrand, without carrying that success ballast, is catching up Racer Brown. Shiren dropping away from these guys, but he's got 5.6 seconds on Electric, but he's gone wide in that same corner again. Shiren's got to watch out for that corner. It bites him. And then Electric in 4th ahead of Uncle B Darren. Then Rido is in 6th spot with Skyjacker back up into 7th. He's got himself back ahead of Flashman, but he's hanging it out. He's pushing hard, is Skyjacker. Possibly too hard. Flashman in 8th with Turtle, only 0.5 seconds behind him. He's having a look. Let's have a look at how that battle at the front's doing. 1.1 seconds between the two leaders. So Talleyrand not gaining as much on that lap ahead against Racer Brown, but he's got it down to a second. He just needs a couple more tenths and he'll be in the tow zone. And Racer Brown doing a 106.1 that last time around. He must be pushing with that ballast. And a 105.9 from Talleyrand, so just tenths quicker. Now he's within 8 tenths of Racer Brown as they go through the infield section. If he can maintain that distance as they get onto the straight, and Racer Brown hanging his car out there, it's down to 5 tenths. It looks like Talleyrand with no weight is going to just blast past Racer Brown, and I don't think there's anything Racer Brown can do. He's trying to defend in the hairpin, but Talleyrand is right upon him, as they come around. Talleyrand putting himself around the outside of Racer Brown, but Racer Brown claims the corner as his own, and he's still leading by 4/10 as they get onto the start straight. But now Talleyrand has the slipstream, no success ballast, and this could be the moment that Talleyrand pulls forth to get his win in this race. He's pulling out to have a look. Racer Brown, there's nothing he can do about it, and he knows it. He knows carrying that weight deficit is just too much. He's staying on that inside though. No, he's tucked behind to try and grab a toe and see if he can stay out of Shiren's way there in third place. But now Talleyrand, the leader of this race. We've got just under 6 minutes left of racing, and Talleyrand is leaving Racer Brown. 2 seconds is Shiren. Shiren's got that lighter car as well, remember. Shiren will be pushing. He knows Racer Brown is vulnerable. Carrying that weight, he's done well so far to survive 9.5 minutes in this race up in the lead, and he's coming back at Talleyrand, but Talleyrand's got the inside line in the hairpin, and it's a very tight between the two of them. And Racer Brown, the audacity of it in the infield, fighting back against Talleyrand. He knows this is his closest rival in the championship at the moment, and he doesn't want his championship rival getting too many points ahead. As he heads around the final corner, and Racer Brown in a beautiful spot for the toe. Can this help him out? No. Talleyrand taking him down to the bottom of the straight, try and cut that toe, and you can see Shiren in the background. Uncle B Darren's in 4th ahead of Electric, Skyjacker in 6th, Rido in 7th, Flashman in 8th. We'll have a look through the field in a minute. But Talleyrand is leading by 6/10 from Racer Brown. Shiren only less than 2 seconds now. He did a 106.9 his last time around, and Racer Brown did a 107.0, and it's very tight. If Shiren can just find a few more tenths, he can be upon him. It's a 1.7 behind Racer Brown. Racer Brown's not as feisty in the infield this lap around. He can't attack Talleyrand. Talleyrand maintaining that lead, but Racer Brown keeping him very honest out there. He can't make a mistake because Racer Brown will be upon him, but it's 1.5 seconds from Shiren to Racer Brown. Shiren is on his way to that battle. Uncle B Darren is 9 seconds adrift of that fight. He's in 4th, and he's 2.5 seconds ahead of Electric, who's in 5th. Skyjacker 7 seconds behind Electric at the moment, and he's battling with Rido. Rido only 7/10, but I believe is Rido carrying? No, he's not carrying no weight. Uncle B Darren's carrying the weight up in 4th. I'm telling you, Uncle B Darren's a threat for the future. He's finding his feet here in the Red Bull Junior Championship and doing cracking stuff, scoring good points. Talleyrand now 7/10 ahead of Racer Brown. He's helping Racer Brown out on them straights with the toe, and Shiren can't close the gap. 106.1 from Shiren that last lap around. Racer Brown doing a 106.7, so Shiren still faster at the moment, but unable to close the gap. We've got 3 minutes left of racing. Uncle B Darren sitting in 4th, hoping that the guys ahead make a small mistake to help him back on the podium. Electric in 5th place ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker closing down that time though. Did a 106.8 his last time around. Electric did a 108.1. So Skyjacker can catch Electric. If Electric still has those poor lap times, Rido 107.0 in 7th place ahead of Turtle in 8th, who's just got Flashman very close behind there by 3/10. These two are having an absolute corker of a battle during this race between the two of them. We haven't seen much of it because of the battle up ahead, but it's been beautiful when we have seen it. Cracking stuff. As they both come around, start the final corner, Turtle pulls out a little bit more of time. He's half a second, sorry, but Flashman's got the toe now. On board with Flashman, the Williams Jr. chasing down Turtle for 8th place. Yeah, they get a wobble on as they join the infield. The ground isn't even, and you can see it's... Flashman did not close in on Turtle like we hoped. We'll have a look at his helmet. There you go, cracking stuff. As we return to the battle up front, see how it's going. Talleyrand 2.5 seconds. How's Shiren doing? Only 1.6. Shiren cannot close that gap. He did a 106.6 that last time around. Racer Brown a 106.8. It's barely anything. It's nothing. Racer Brown looks like he's going to maintain that second spot. Shiren just cannot get as close as he would like to get to him to give him a fight. Electric's got ahead of Uncle B Darren. I don't know what happened there. I'll have a quick look. Oh, they'll change places again. So there is Uncle B Darren in fourth. Electric down the straight, it seems. The weight, oh no, into the first corner, it looks like, for Electric. And he does. He moves up into fourth place. And you watch, it'll be changed again now by the time we get back. No, Electric has maintained that fourth spot ahead of Uncle B Darren. Uncle B Darren, no, is carrying that extra weight, remember, for his third place in race one. And Electric getting a great fourth spot. Skyjacker closing in on him though, 2.5 seconds. But we've only got 30 seconds left of racing. Talleyrand is 2.5 seconds ahead of Racer Brown. And Racer Brown, 2.4 seconds. Shiren's lost a bit of time to Racer Brown. Racer Brown did a 106.028 his last time around, with Shiren doing a 106.829. So Shiren, that's got to be heartbreaking for him, demoralising. Electric then moving up against ahead of Uncle B Darren, but Uncle B Darren staying very close to him. It's not over for those two, and someone's going to cross the line. There we go, Turtle. He got himself ahead of Flashman in the end, and he's made the job. And he finishes in 8th spot. Flashman bringing it home for 9th. Did some good lap times though, 106.9 on lap 12, and that wasn't even his fastest of the race. So we have Talleyrand coming onto the start straight to take the win in race 2. Congratulations, brilliant stuff from Talleyrand to take the win. Racer Brown grabs himself second place with Shiren in a podium position. Take a boo, my son. You shouldn't spin it. And there is Electric. He's only just staying ahead of Uncle B Darren. But he gets it to stick, and he gets himself fourth for the day. Cracking stuff there from Electric. Uncle B Darren in 5th. Skyjacker on his comeback, getting 6th. Ahead of Rido in 7th, getting some good lap times at the end there was Rido. Turtle Racing we saw finishing 8th, and Flashman in 9th. Woo, woo, there he is. Oh, they didn't give him a trophy. So, Talleyrand, no trophy, just a reef. Celebrating his win. I will just grab the replay. And then we'll look at the race results of race 2. Talleyrand taking the win from Racer Brown. But Racer Brown, that's good points consistency. With that weight on, I thought he was going to drop back quite a bit in that race. I thought we were going to see Shiren, Skyjacker, possibly Rido, and maybe Electric ahead of Racer Brown with that weight. But he did an absolutely cracking job. Kept it as consistent as possible with the weight, and he brought it home in 2nd spot. Shiren in 3rd. He got tangled in that race with Skyjacker and Talleyrand, lost a bit of time to Racer Brown, just couldn't make it back up again, carrying that 107% weight. Electric having an absolute storming race in 4th place. Got past a few people out there and got a great 4th place. So Uncle B Darren in 5th, carrying that weight, showing consistency. He's he's a threat. Skyjacker in 6th place. He was just absolutely crazy mad out there driving. He was the fastest man, but oh my word, he was throwing that Red Bull around today. Rido in 7th, with Turtle Racing in 8th, and Flashman finishing in 9th. Skyjacker, your fastest man on the track on lap 2 with a 105.201. Whoo-wee. And Rido in the chat saying hello, and Racer Brown saying, wow, that was different, very slidey with the weight. So, yes. And then we'll be moving on to a race 3. See if I've missed a time. Sorry guys, I can't do 2 things at once. I'm Uncle B. Darren. You should just put the... No, he doesn't use Discord too much, so... Oh, 9:05 is when we're going to race again. But a cracking race we had there in Deedly Doodly. And yeah, Uncle B. Darren, I think he struggles with the Discord, so I think he puts his reports on the chat, which he shouldn't really. We'll go out there. There is people out there. So carrying the weights will be Talleyrand on 110%. Racer Brown will be on 107%. And Shiren will be on 104%. Them three really in that battle. And Uncle B. Darren asking if you can go back to 100 now. Yes, bud, you can. So we'll go to the track to see who's going around. And Electric flying. I think that Shiren saying one stupid thing, I think it's because he forgot you're not allowed to victory slide across the line. Talleyrand out there getting used to that 110%. He's had to carry it twice this race. But that shows good consistency by the championship leader. And I don't think Uncle B. Darren, it looks like he said he hasn't raced it. So he's doing an absolute corking job. And Rito saying he preferred the weight. You've got to get on the podium then. And yes, I've got a couple of minutes, so I'll give your ears a break. Listen to some elevator music or something like that as you watch Talleyrand go around. And I shall return shortly. Informer. I think boom boom. I like you boom boom now. I always proud of myself. I learned the words to that song. And Rido saying he's trying. He couldn't get past Skyjacker. It's tough. It's tough in these cars. You lose downforce when you're sat behind them. So when you go into the infield, it's a real struggle. It's a real struggle. But this last race with the reverse grids, it could be anyone's. It's looking juicy as they're lining up to take a battle for one final time. Skyjacker is vastly fast tonight. He's got to keep it pointing in the right direction, and he could be up for a win. He did that one on purpose. He knows. He was listening. So yes, as long as Skyjacker, maybe slow down a little bit, Skyjacker. You don't have to go fastest. You just got to win. So Racer Brown, he's dropped a little bit of weight. We saw he came second with 110% weight, but they've got to try and make their way through the field. Skyjacker will be starting quite high. I think I can't remember. It's either Flashman or Turtle starting first on the grids with no weight on, remember. Battling it out. Electric a little further down with his fourth. I think we had Uncle B Darren in a fifth, I think. Sixth for Skyjacker. Rido in seventh. And I think it was Flashman eighth and Turtle ninth. So Turtle will be on pole, Flashman second, Rido third, Skyjacker in fourth. So it's going to be an interesting battle at the front there. And then you're going to have the likes of Shiren and Talleyrand and Racer Brown trying to get maximum points that they can, as their points are averaged over the three races. So they want as high a ratio as possible. So they don't want to be hanging around at the back of the grid for too long. And we are minutes away, 2 minutes away from race 3. Do you see how smooth it is when Skyjacker hosts? It's unbelievable. With me, there's delays galore. I don't know how I do it. It's because I scuff everything, scuff it all up. But yeah, Skyjacker, it's been smooth tonight. Absolutely no delays. It's gone like a dream. I've been impressed. Racer Brown trying to find where the limit of that BMW Junior is. And there's Shiren giving it some large. Electric in third place. Talleyrand, he'll be carrying all that weight. Flashman on the front row of the grid. We'll be looking to have a good start, consistent, get those 106s regular. And Rido, he'll also be looking for something out of this race. He'll be starting quite high up. He's had a great consistent race in that first race, but he said he does prefer it with the weight on. So maybe it does help in the infield, that weight. We will see, but Rido in a good position, as is Skyjacker. Skyjacker with his speed, but he's got to keep it facing forwards. As all of the R's and Y's, a mixed bag, come through to say they're all ready for the third race. And it's been a doddle, hasn't it? The stream's been beautiful. Skyjack says it's easy when there isn't connection issues, etc. It's all bud. You've just been unlucky. Well, I sometimes wonder if the me doing the stream and a host does take up quite more bandwidth or something. But I know people just stream their races with no issues. So I imagine doing it, but I don't know if it's because I'm not in the race that it causes aggro. I don't know. But it does seem to be... It seems to always come up with a little problem. So Flashman was on pole, like I said. Turtle racing second. Rido third. Skyjacker fourth. Uncle Darren fifth. Electric sixth. Shiren seventh. Racer Brown in eighth. And Talleyrand ninth. Here we go. Let's go racing. Didn't work that time. There they go. Now they are. So Flashman getting a good start. Looked like Turtle dropping back behind Rido a little bit. We're not sure until they hit the first corner, but Flashman's done an absolutely cracking job, leaving the line ahead of everyone else. Turtle racing in second, Rido down into third, but Skyjacker's there having a look around the outside of Rido, but he's gone wide. Rido stays low, and Rido's still in that third, but he's getting swamped now. Sharen's up there. Sharen, where did Sharen come from? Skyjacker moved up second. We've got Electric off the track. Electric is off the track. I think it's just Electric. Old Turtle Racing may have had an issue as well. And Electric, my word. But there's Flashman with Skyjacker on him. And Flashman trying to lead this race with Sharen coming up through the field. Unbelievable stuff from Sharen. Ahead of Uncle B Darren, then Talleyrand and Rido and Racer Brown all having a little battle down there in 5th, 6th and 7th. Rido so far. And there's Racer Brown goes under Talleyrand with Electric not too far behind, and Turtle 5 seconds behind them. Don't know what happened between them at the beginning. And now Skyjacker's making the move. Skyjacker is making the move to take the lead of this race. And he wants to get a win. He's on a streak at the moment. He's been doing very well in all of the championships we have running that he's entered in. And he's leading this third race of round 7 so far. And Flashman's giving as good as he gets, though. Flashman really close on his tail, and Skyjacker was sideways through that corner, and Flashman gets back up into the lead. So Flashman then takes the lead from Skyjacker. Sharen still in third with Uncle B Darren very close behind. Uncle B Darren not carrying the weight now. He'll be looking to make a move on Sharen, and oh my lord, there's a bit of a knock between Flashman. Flashman's had a bit of a wiggle on. He's given Skyjacker a knock. Skyjacker only 5/10 ahead of Sharen. Sharen closing in, and there it looks like Skyjacker's sliding his Monster Junior again. He really does like to slide that car through the corners. And Skyjacker versus Sharen with Uncle B Darren in third. Rido up into 4th place with Flashman dropping down into 5th. Racer Brown in 6th, ahead of Talleyrand in 7th, with Electric catching him in 8th place, and Turtle in 9th. What an absolute cracker of a race we've got going on at the moment, with Skyjacker leading from Sharen. Sharen's getting that toe though. Let's get on board with Sharen as he grabs a toe from Skyjacker down the oval part of the track. And we can see it's down to 3/10. He's going to go for the move. Sharen's looking. He's carrying that weight, remember, for third place. 104% on Sharen's car at the moment. And he can't quite get up on terms with the Skyjacker. And Sharen, wow, it looks like he's going to spin in every corner, but he's got it all under control as they make their way around. Uncle B Darren 1.6 seconds behind us. We can have a look. You can see he's battling with Flashman, old Rido and Flashman at the moment. And now it looks like Sharen's trying to make the moves on Skyjacker. But Skyjacker holding him off at the moment. It's a struggle through the infield for all of them. These cars a right handful. And we heard murmurs from the paddock that the drivers would have preferred just doing the full oval Blue Moon Bay Speedway. They said they only use the oval for very special occasions, and this was not one of them. So Sharen then closing in Skyjacker's toe. Skyjacker trying to break the toe. Sharen's looking on the inside. It's a battle of the late breakers. Can Sharen stand on his hoofs later than Skyjacker? Skyjacker lies the outside line. Oh, they're banging wheels as they make their way around the corner, and Skyjacker still just got the edge on Sharen. Sharen having to drop in behind Skyjacker. What a battle. We see these two battling all the time, and it always turns out to be a beautiful thing. Uncle B Darren in third. He's pulled away from Rido, 1.3 seconds on Rido. Oh no, Racer Brown's dropped behind Electric, and Electric's right in that battle with Talleyrand and Racer Brown now. He's on the lighter car, remember, Racer Brown on 107%, and Talleyrand on 110%, and Electric flying with the big boys. Rido's 4 seconds ahead of that battle, only 9/10 behind Uncle B Darren. Uncle B Darren did a 6.4 his last time around. Rido a 107, so it's been on this lap that Uncle B Darren has made the small mistake. Meanwhile, the battle up there, Sharen has dropped a little bit back from Skyjacker. Skyjacker extending that lead, getting some breathing space, 1.5 seconds from Sharen, and Uncle B Darren's clutching Sharen up. Sharen must have made a mistake of 107.7. Uncle B Darren doing a 106.5. Rido doing a 105.7. So Rido on fire on lap 4. He's the man to watch in this race. Then we got Talleyrand 3.8 seconds behind them, ahead of Electric by 0.5 seconds. Electric not carrying any weight, and Talleyrand on 110%. So Electric can do something about Talleyrand in this race. Racer Brown just trying to keep the toe of Electric, but he's hanging his car out, but he survives. Flashman in 8th with Turtle. Oh, Turtle's had a mistake. He's had a spin out. But Skyjacker now 2.6, so the battle is here. And Racer Brown's found his way past Electric. And we'll have a quick look at what happened there. Electric, oh, it just Racer Brown breaking deep into the hairpin and muscling his way up the inside of Electric. Can't hang around for Racer Brown, man. And Electric, he's in the toe now, though. Toe of Racer Brown, looking to make the move, and he's up the inside, and Electric back ahead. Back ahead, weight prevails with the slipstream, and Electric back into 5th place ahead of Racer Brown, and Racer Brown just cannot make that car work in this race with that weight. Skyjacker then 2.8 seconds, nearly 3 seconds ahead of Shiren. He's not the fastest man in this race, but he is he did his fastest lap the last time around with a 106.122. Shiren then 2nd place, 3.3 seconds back, but Rido is catching Shiren. Shiren doing a 107.4, carrying that weight, and Rido looking good for a podium. Oh no, we've lost Uncle B. Darren. Uncle B. Darren, oh, a 115 that last time around, must have had a bit of an issue. And now he's chasing a Racer Brown, 1.7 seconds, but he has got no weight on, so he's going to be in a better position. And now Electric's in trouble from Racer Brown. Racer Brown coming back on the attack, getting a slipstream from Electric possibly. And he's going to try and make a move into the first corner. This is going to be absolutely belting with Racer Brown later on the brakes. They're side by side, and Racer Brown looks to have won the corner from Electric. Boom, no, they're side by side. Electric still got the advantage going around the outside, and what a cracking piece of racing from the two drivers there, and Electric still just ahead, but there you go. Racer Brown got the inside of the next corner, moved himself up into 5th place as he chases down Talleyrand. Who's in 4th? Rido's 9/10 behind Shiren. Shiren struggling with that weight. A 106.4 from Shiren that last lap around, 106.3 from Rido. And Rido is looking to get a 2nd place in this race. He's loving it now. He's really touching form. With Skyjacker now 2.8 seconds ahead. He just done the fastest lap of the race with a 105.692. And this is where he gets carried away with himself. Starts pushing for faster laps and ends up facing the wrong way. Can he maintain in this race? He did what did he do? A 107.1 that last time around, but he's 3 seconds ahead of Shiren. Shiren's managed to pull away from Rido a little bit. Pulled a 106.3 out the hat on that last lap. Rido doing a 106.3 also. Rido wanting to step it up a bit if he wants to get ahead of Shiren. Talleyrand in 4th, 3.5 seconds behind those guys. I don't think he can go any faster. Racer Brown now in 5th. Uncle B. Darren's got himself ahead of Electric in free fall. Oh, 115 that last time around. So Electric not having a great second half of this race, with Flashman in 8th place ahead of Turtle Racing. And Skyjacker is a man possessed. There is only one thing on his mind in this race, and that is the win as he leads. I don't think he's been off the podium in any of his championships in the last week or so. I think Thursday's Mazdas, he took a win and a 2nd. I think he got 2nd in the end in the Endurance Championship race. The Endurance 2.5 hour race, he got 2nd in Class 1. Then, I'm trying to think, he got a win last weekend, I think, with these Red Bulls. So he is really, really flying out there at the moment. His form is good. Shiren, 3 seconds adrift. He's pulled away from Rido, though. Rido doing a 107.5, but he's getting a purple this time around, is Rido. Rido's coming back at Shiren. Oh, no. Keep it together. Yes. So Rido losing more time, but it's only 2 seconds now from Talleyrand. Talleyrand is in, he smelt blood. Talleyrand, he's like Jaws, and if there's a little bit of blood in the water, he can sense it. So Talleyrand reacting to Rido at the moment, a 106.3 from Talleyrand the lap before. And he's really closed up on Rido's mistake, 1.2 seconds, and Rido still probably trying to get his car under control, probably a little bit of mud on the tyres. He doesn't want to push it too hard, and he's losing time to Talleyrand, and he'll be quite aware of that. His podium now is in jeopardy. Racer Brown in 5th place, 1.5 seconds behind Talleyrand. He'll be hoping Talleyrand and Rideau start dicing, and that'll give him the opportunity. Dunkelby Darren, he's 5 seconds behind Racer Brown. He did a 1:06.9 that last time around. Racer Brown doing a 1:05.8. So Racer Brown's really pushing as well. He's closing up on Talleyrand. Talleyrand closing up on Rideau. And there's a yellow flag. No, there's a yellow flag. Oh my lord, you're getting a replay for that, Skyjacker. Because it's your own fault, I imagine. Pushing too hard. Look at that, 1:05.6 his lap time before. And I imagine, look, up again in that first sector, pushing it hard into it, sliding, and there she goes. And Skyjacker paying the price for chasing the lap times. Shiren taking the lead. Where does Skyjacker? Skyjacker just ahead of Rideau. He's joined the action in the battle with Rideau and Talleyrand. Talleyrand's closed up to Rideau by 5/10 in 4th place, and Racer Brown 9/10. This is a four-way battle for 2nd place. Skyjacker's trying to run and hide from these guys. Rideau will be wanting the toe of Skyjacker to try and pull away from Talleyrand, and Racer Brown, he's just outside the toe of Talleyrand, so you can see they're pulling away from him as they're all towing each other along. And Rideau is right on the rear wing of Skyjacker, and Shiren is smiling from ear to ear. He's 4.5 seconds in the lead of this race. And Skyjacker can't believe it. He's getting purples again. Keep it under control. Oh my lord, he's off wide. Rideau's followed him off in sympathy. They've both scrambled back on, but Talleyrand's had a mistake. Talleyrand has had a mistake. My lord, Talleyrand has had an issue, and he's getting away ahead of Uncle B Darren. Let's have a quick look. Sorry. So there's Talleyrand in 4th place. He's ahead of Racer Brown. He's chasing Rideau, pushing as well. Oh, just in the middle of the corner. Seemed to go from nowhere. Unbelievable stuff. Poor Talleyrand. That just seems to come out of nowhere, that one. I don't even see how that happened. It looked like he was just trying to straighten the car up, and it just got away from him. So, well, Shiren 5 seconds leading. Skyjacker in 2nd place. He's done He's done a 1:06.7. Shiren doing a 1:06.5. There's only 2.5 minutes left of racing. He's going to have to do some blinding lap times to try and catch Shiren back up. Rideau only 6/10 behind him. Rideau still a threat with his newfound form. And Racer Brown 1 second behind him also. Talleyrand dropping down into 5th place. That is painful. He's done an absolute corking job. Caught Rideau up, and that has got to be painful. Uncle B Darren in 6th place, 3.5 seconds behind. Talleyrand with Electric, only 2 seconds behind Uncle B Darren. Flashman, 6.8 seconds behind Electric, 8.7 seconds. Ooh, there you go. Turtle done a 1:06.1 his last time around. He's fast. The boy is fast. I think he's got the same issues as Skyjacker. He just pushes the car to the max, and these cars, they don't give you much warning when they reach their max. So Shiren bringing it around with 1.5 minutes left of racing in this 3rd race. And Shiren looks to be taking the win. Rideau's got to race. Where's Skyjacker's dropped again? So Skyjacker dropped down a little bit more. Oh, he hit the wall. Looked like Rideau had already done the job on him though. So Rideau making the move on Skyjacker. Skyjacker trying to get the position back. Hit the wall, and he's dropped down into 4th place. And there's Racer Brown's got ahead of Rideau while we were watching the replay. So Racer Brown, unbelievable stuff. Looked like he was stuck down there in 5th, 6th place. Couldn't do anything about it. And as the race develops, he's come through like a blinder to grab 2nd spot there from Shiren, who's leading 5.5 seconds. Racer Brown in 2nd. Rideau still on the podium, but he could be 2nd. He's somehow lost the position, and now he's got Skyjacker breathing down his neck. Let's get on board with Skyjacker in the closing stage of this race. We've got 30 seconds left. And Skyjacker's going to get the toe from Rideau. He might be giving him a little bump draft, but there's not a lot of time left in this race to be able to do it. But yeah, I think he's trying to use Rideau to get closer to Racer Brown. Racer Brown carrying that weight, remember. And maybe Skyjacker's going to save that move until the corner. Tries it around the outside. And Rideau's still clinging on there. And Skyjacker in 4th place. They're chasing down Racer Brown. think everyone's across the line now. The timer has run out. And Flashman is going to be the first man to finish in 8th position, just ahead of Turtle Racing, not far, 2.5 seconds. There he goes, Flashman in 8th. Turtle Racing grabs 9th. Then we've got Shiren, Racer Brown. Oh, it's not decided between Rido and Skyjacker. They're very tight, but we've got to have a look at Shiren as he comes around the final corner and goes on to the oval to take the win from round 7. 3 different winners this evening, and it's a beautiful stuff. And I don't think Shiren has been off of... Oh no, Shiren's at the pit wall. How much has he got? There's Racer Brown. Shiren, oh, Racer Brown's flown by. Racer Brown takes the win. Shiren showing off, I think. Skyjacker gets 2nd, Rido gets 3rd. Shiren in 4th. Oh, he busted his engine. Talleyrand, I don't know what he was doing. And Talleyrand down there, he comes across the line to finish in 5th place. Poor Shiren. Uncle B Darren in 6th. That was the turtle and the hare, wasn't it? Electric in 7th. And Racer Brown, he cannot believe his luck in the end there. Takes the win to Skyjacker in 2nd. I don't know what happened. That's crazy. But there is Racer Brown with his nice shiny trophy, his 2nd one of the evening, I believe. So, Binko saying, only just got home and I'm buggered. From the sound of how the first 2 went, gutted is a serious understatement. It's been a cracking little round, I've got to say. And Ozone saying, WTF, I'm so stupid. Skyjacker saying, that was bonkers. Love these cars. They are bonkers to drive. Shiren saying, that was stupid. Don't do that. And Racer Brown saying, oh, mate, Shiren. Oh, I don't know what. Where was you going? Well, I don't know. Maybe he wanted to get really close over to the flag and just misjudged it. I do not know. I feel so bad for him. Oh, wow. What a cracking race that was. So Racer Brown, in the end, took the surprising win on the final straight. Unbelievable. It just shows, doesn't it? Just be consistent. Stay there. You never know what's going to happen. Skyjacker and Rido having an absolute battle for the final podium position on that final lap. They were all over each other trying to catch up. Racer Brown, and in the end Skyjacker got ahead of Rido, but Shiren making that fatal mistake, hitting the pit wall, coming down the final straight, bashed his engine up, and it's demoted him to 4th. Poor Shiren. I imagine he's unconsolable at the moment. That was going to be the perfect win for Shiren. I'm not rubbing it in. I'm so sorry, man. Oh, I'm so sorry, Shiren. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing nervous situation because that was so unfortunate. Shiren got 4th. I don't even think... well done, Rido. 3rd place. Take a boo, my son. Fantastic. 2 podiums, Rido. Was it in this round? No, you got a podium last round. You're like Mr. Race 3 is Rido. Mr. Race 3. And Shiren in 4th. Talleyrand in 5th place. We saw his mistake came from nowhere. It just middle of the track, and the car just left him. So weird, so weird. But Talleyrand getting 5th place, still good points. But that pesky Racer Brown, 2 wins in a round. His average is going to be high. Uncle B Darren finishing in 6th. Electric in 7th. Flashman in 8th. And Turtle Racing coming home in 9th place. Racer Brown got the fastest lap of that race, even with 107%. Was it 107% he was carrying? He was carrying some sort. He might have been carrying the 100. No, Talleyrand was carrying 110. I believe Racer Brown was on 107%. Still got the fastest lap in the race with a 105.545. So even with success ballast, it does not slow Racer Brown down. That is fantastic. That was a cracking little round. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful stuff. It's great when it goes well. So that was round 7. Next week in round... Oh, hang on. I've lost it. Round 8, which is... I looked earlier as well. Ooh, we're going to the streets of Tokyo. Tokyo Expressway, South Outer Loop. So let's see how these cars do with walls either side of them. That is going to be quite scary. They're fast cars, and they can step out on you. Those walls will sting. Racer Brown saying the thing is, I missed 1 race in 1 round at Spa, so that it might be a tall order to get to the top again. It's going to be tight. All I can say is Racer Brown. I think it's going to be a tight championship with Talleyrand and Shiren and Binko and Skyjacker with these podiums he keeps getting, and then Rido. I think Rido might be out of the points situation, but Rido's coming on strong. He'll be taking points away from people that need it, like Shiren and Talleyrand. He's taking points away from. So Rido affecting the championship with his run of form is beautiful. I love it. So yes, we've got round 7 this time next week. No, round 8, sorry, at Tokyo Expressway, South Outer Loop. Fantastic racing we'll see then. And during the week, we have got on Tuesday's stream, if you wish to join us, is the Super GTs. And they will be racing. Hang on. I'm trying to be slick here. Oh, they're not in the rules and regulations. It's got to be season info. Oh, I can tell you on the championship. No, because it's wrong, because it says Lasarth, but I don't think it is Lasarth. Oh, Super GTs are racing somewhere. Oh, no, I found it. They are racing at Lago Maggiore GP. Lago Maggiore. Racer Brand just come up with it in stream. But yes, so Tuesday night, we'll see those Super GTs, and we haven't had a dull race from them yet. Everything's been absolutely cracking in the Super GT Championship. So Tuesday evening, join us for that. If you're in our Discord, join us on Wednesday evening for our Pitcast live stream in Discord. It's like a radio come podcast thing, but live, and you can talk to us. So a live interviewee thing. Skyjacker saying thanks thingy, Rido saying thanks thingy, and Racer Brown saying thank you my G thingamajig. Yeah, man, no problem. So Wednesday we've got the pit stop. Always a good. Well, no, actually I don't think we have got the pit stop. Hold on that one. I don't know what's happening, because I think my beautiful life partner Skyjacker can't join me. I don't fancy doing it on my own, and no one has come forward to join me. We could just do it on my own and make you guys come up and talk to me, so I'm never on my own, but we'll see. So I'm not sure with the pit stop thing. Yeah, Skyjack says he's going to miss that. So I'm not sure what's going on with the pit stop thing. It might not happen Wednesday, we'll see. Or if we do, it'll just be a very quick one. And then on Thursday, it's back. Yes, it's back. Back again. GTMC. Back again. That was awful. I should have pre-planned that. But yes, I believe the GTMC will be starting on Thursday. And I've got a feeling Friday might be the qualifying for the Super Formulas. So a full week of racing ahead for you guys. We've got it Super GTs on Tuesday, GTMCs on Thursday. On Friday, I'm pretty sure we've got the qualifying for the Fujis. For the Super Formulas at Fuji Speedway and Kyoto and Yamagawa. But I don't know how I'm going to do that. I can't add up times. I'm really bad at that. Whoop whoop, busy again. And then we'll be back here Sunday for, I've told you, round 8 at Tokyo Expressway. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell on YouTube. I should do that better, shouldn't I? I should do it like a, hey guys, I'd really appreciate it if you hit like, subscribe, and ring my bell. For, I don't know, YouTube purposes. But you don't miss anything, in all fairness. If you do that, it notifies you when we're live, so you'll never miss this. Hey? And who wants to miss this? So, not this. I'm pointing to myself. That was terrible for someone you can't see. I mean, me. That my bit, the boring, chatty bit. The racing is beautiful. Just ignore me. I was your broadcaster and your commentator, Taffy Crisp. Thank you for joining us. Peace and love. Peace and love. Oh, yeah, you get some loving, baby. I'll tell you what, I'll give you some real love.